Well, for a lot of reasons. I mean, I thought we had a great draft. There's a lot of good young guys coming in this organization, so this is for the future of our franchise. It's nice. It's exciting. I like the moves that we made. I mean, Drouin, I think, is going to be very helpful. Shabanov will be a great addition to our team. You know, a guy like D'Angelo back. I think Tony played really well for us down the stretch, so I'm happy to have him back. Einman coming in. I look forward to seeing him play. So we have our vets back. So I mean, it's exciting for this organization, and we also add players in the minors. So I mean, knock on wood, but you don't want to have bad luck. But if we do, I think that the guys in the minors will be able to come and help out.
How about your new relationship with President Gian?
It was just great. I mean, from the first day I met him, and of today, it's been just great. We've been talking hockey a lot, and talk about the team, talk about different stuff. So I mean, it's been pleasant.
What's it been like?
How quickly did he let you know that he wanted you to come back?
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, we met, and maybe a day or so after that, he had to do his due diligence about what he wanted to do, which that's the type of person he is. I mean, he always tried to look down and make sure he makes the right calls, and I totally respect that.
It sounded like he kind of let you lead the process on assistant coaches. What was appealing about Ray and Bob?
Yeah, we talk about. He made the decision to make some changes, and from there, I mean, we communicate on who I thought be a good replacement. We wanted a power play guy, obviously you know why, and having Ray Bennett available. I mean, I had probably a 4-hour conversation with him, and on different days, and we talk about the power play, what he had in mind. I was very impressed by him, and the same thing with Bob Buchner. I mean, we know how important his special units are, and the power play and the penalty killing are important part of our game, and it's very important for our game as well. So I mean, I just think that Bob had experience. He was a head coach in different occasions, Florida and San Jose. So I think he'll be a good addition to our team, and we already have great exchange on this week on the power play and the penalty killing. So I really look forward to the training camp and work on those things.
What
What do
is
you
it on
think of
Benoit?
Rocky Thompson so far and the way he's...
Very impressed with him. Very impressed with him. You could tell that he learned a lot over the years with different coaches. He's very passionate, so I'm very impressed with him.
I know Benoit helped out in a lot of different areas last year. Just what's his role going to be?
This year, the plan is to have Ray Bennett working with the power play, Bob Buchner working with the defenseman and penalty killing, and Benny and I will work on the 5-on-5. And Benny's more like face-off and that, but we're both going to work on 5-on-5. But I also have to say we're going to work together on everything. I mean, I think we have quality people and experienced people, and I think we're going to mix everything, and I think that's going to make us a very good coaching staff.
Patrick, bringing in a young player, the first pick in the draft, how do you bring him in, throw him into this game? I mean, what's your kind of plan, your eyes for him?
We're going to give him all the opportunity, and support him. But the thing that I really love about him is how humble and grateful he is. So I do believe that he's going to be very successful. He's very intelligent, very mature. We had already had dinner with him, and I was very impressed with him. I mean, obviously, I don't like to bring the past back, but for what he went through I mean, it's impressive how well he handled all those situations. Probably helps you to mature faster than normal, but I'm very impressed with him. I mean, and everybody saw his skills. I mean, he's a phenomenal skater. I mean, I made a joke with him, but I said the best play last night was when he back checked and he finished in the back of the net. And he was laughing. But I mean, I'm impressed with him. I mean, you could tell that he cares and he wants to. They were down like 2 or 3-0, and he was still pushing and try to get that goal and on. So I really like this kid a lot, Joss.
Hey, Patrick, where did you, as much as you can tell us, where did you leave things with Duke?
Yeah.
And what are you expecting coming into training camp?
I spoke to him the day he left, obviously. I haven't talked to him since because it's not something I want to do over the phone. I will meet with him in Montreal or whatever he's going to be, and we're going to have a good conversation. I'm certainly going to apologize to him for my comments. I mean, and I'm capable of recognizing when I make some good ones, and I'm also capable when I make bad ones. And I would like to apologize to him, but in person, not on the telephone and say, "Oh, I'd like to apologize to you." No, it's not how I want to do those things. I want to do it in person and for him to know, because I know he played for me junior. He knows how much I like him, how much respect I have for him. So I mean, sometimes you say things after games and then you regret it, and that's one of them.
Coming, once you get past that, like coming into, do you expect everything to be fine? And what do you
Yes.
expect from him this season if he's healthy?
Well, I mean, it's hard for me to answer your question today because we have a lot of guys in now.
Yeah.
But what I love about this is it's going to be a very interesting training camp. There's going to be a lot of competition out there. So, I mean, and that's what you probably want as a coach, and I'm sure that's what Metzer wants as a GM, to have some tough decisions to make. And I think I'm pretty excited about all the moves we made, and I think that's going to be a really good training camp for this team.
I know we have a lot of time until training camp, but for Matthew Barzal, is it someone, you've seen him the last year and a half, do you think he's better suited at center or at the wing?
Well, the plan is to start him as a center, but that's the start, isn't it? So we tried him last year as a center. I thought he did really well, but we decided to put him with both. So now we're going to start the year like this, and we'll go from there.
Matt Martin, what do you make of his career and then also joining the front office?
Seriously, Matt is really, first of all, great person, but very smart. He's already very involved in those meetings, and he's got great values, like human values, and I think he's going to be outstanding in that job. The only problem for him, I think, he'll be a GM one day somewhere, so faster than everybody could think. So, no, I'm very impressed with him. Very impressed. The transition's been really good for him.
You mentioned a little about Drouin. Just what's appealing about his game, and how do you see him kind of fitting into things here?
Yeah, I think it'd be a great fit. I mean, the plan is to start again. It's to put him with Horvat. I think he's a great playmaker. Horvat's a very good shooter. So I think they both going to connect very well. Also, I think he's going to help us. Him and Shabanov going to help us on the power play. They're good flank guys. So I think that's what we might have missed last year. So it'd be great to see these guys. I mean, how they going to, adjust to this and play that role.
Have you gotten to watch a ton of Shabanov? I know
Yes.
he's somebody, like, what's your impression of him? He seems like a really skilled guy.
Yes, he is, exactly. What I did like about him, he's a small forward, but he plays big. He's not, he goes in traffic. He goes in those areas. And what I also did like is the way that he played in his defensive zone coverage. So sometimes you bring a guy in and you feel like the adjustment is going to be very difficult. But I don't think it will be for him because he's capable of playing well defensively. I know Benoit Gros was his coach, coach against him in junior. And Benoit is a very structured person. So he did a really nice job with him. So I'm pretty confident that the adjustment period for him probably going to be easier because, if he doesn't score early on, at least he could rely on playing well defensively and give himself a bit of time to, get his offense going, you know?
Patrick, you mentioned defense. You lose Dobson. Are you confident in the back end and what you
Yes.
have coming in the competition?
No, we are confident with our group. Obviously, I mean, you know, I think Pele and Pole had tough injuries last year. Romy missed, close to 20 games. Maisie missed some games as well. So, I mean, I think that's going to be different for them. So I'm very comfortable with Tony. I thought Tony played really well with Romy last year. I felt that he communicated very well. I think he was a good fit for Romy. So, I mean, for these reasons, and we'll see how Matthew's going to handle, you know, the training camp. Certainly not want to put pressure on him, but, I mean, we want to give him time and all the chances possible to be part, and we have Adam Bovis that played really well as well down the stretch. So I'm very comfortable with our defense.
You mentioned Romanov. How excited are you to have him for 8 years?
Yeah, I mean, what I love about Romy is the mix of playing very well defensively, but also physicality. He's physical. He could finish, you know, like how many times did we see him? He hit McKinnon when we were in Colorado. He had a few good hits against, let's say, Philly. So, I mean, I think that having him playing that role, it's a little different than what we have. It's a very good mix for us. So having him for 8 years, I'm very happy.
Hey, Patrick, when the season ended, I guess we didn't get to speak to you on breakup day, but say the next couple of weeks, next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, as there was change undergoing in the organization. What were your emotions, the way the season went, and where you were?
Yeah, no, I was in a good place in a way that do not control that part.
Yeah.
So you go with what you're controlling. I always love to go back to the season. What could have done different from training camp to the entire season. Like I think in training camp this year we might have to work more on our special units, something that we didn't do as much as last year, and different things during the season. But I mean, obviously, I was also thinking about, yes, our power play, our PK could have been better, but also, I mean, there's a lot of things that I was very proud of our group. With all the injuries that we had, I mean, seriously, I mean, Pele, Pole, Dubby, Barzy, we kind of stayed in the mix. And then the trade of Nelson, and having Pajot jumping in, Pedro did so well for us, and Casey stepping up. I mean, I thought our guys show a lot of pride and a lot of character by not giving it up and try to push. Obviously, the game is Columbus. I don't want to go back to that, but that goal made a good difference in everything. So I thought that was a lot of positive in my mind and a lot of good things that we did. So, I mean, I'm very encouraged about this year.
We know the passion you have.
Did you feel it was to bring David Rittich in, or how happy were you to see him brought in? Just to shore up the goalie depth.
Well, I mean, we'll see how Varley does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very often. I mean, a guy missing that long coming back, it's hard on any players. So I mean, I think my feeling was, I think Metzer wanted to have someone just in case.
We know the love you have for the fan base. For them to
Yes.
be able to watch practice, pack the house for the scrimmage last night, what's that like to see?
Yeah, I think they deserve that. Quite honestly, I mean, they're very supportive, and it was fun last night. I won't lie. I mean, signing those autographs and on, and seeing them, like every time Matthew Schaefer touched the puck out, they just wanted him. I think the roof would go up. I mean, if he would have scored on one of the plays. So, no, it's nice for our fans.